YouTube was good. It's your boy, Thomas Harris, aka Crazy Arm. Hey, guess what? This is your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit the notification bell every time I post up new content. Well, people, when you live that retirement life, that's what the fuck you can do. So, hey, as usual, going through the wonderful world of YouTube and put it like this. And, you almost have to ask yourself, okay, what is actual, what is the actual factual, and what is actual bullshit? I tend to go to this for the simple fact that all it is what we see, whether it's on YouTube or some of the main channels, right? This is exactly what the fuck it is. It's straight bullshit, right? Which brings me to the question, or the questions that I'm asking. Because the thing about it though is like, okay, well, with all of the stuff that goes on, with all of the diabolical plans that the powers that be or the powers that shouldn't be have going on against the regular folk, the masses. And then to go on YouTube and and right now it's about 50-50. Where that you get your what I like to call the women haters, right? And you got the uh, the men haters. Now, some of the stuff they may sit up there and say, well, we not hating on women. We just point out some of the fucked up shit that they do. And then it goes for the same thing. Like, well, they would, now when you flip that, right, it's almost like, okay, well, you either saying that there ain't no good men out there or men ain't shit. It's one of the two, ain't no in between. But the thing about those this people, see, and this is where the questions come in at. Two questions are being asked. What makes a man or a woman good? And then the second question is this something that you really want? Right? Because out of all of the videos that I've heard today, that one word, good, kept coming up. And then so when I did a show like this 3 years ago, right? And like when I was in my college days, right? Conversation comes up, conversations always come up, right? And so she said, well, I'm a good woman and I'm looking for a good man. So I said, so you a good woman? What makes you a good woman? Right? And then she couldn't even answer the damn question. I was like, that's why your ass is single now. You can't even answer a question like that. Now, for the most part, you might look at it and say, well, it's really a complex question. But the thing about it, though, is this. It's not a complex question. If you actually really stop and think about it, it's a fucked up ass question because if you actually like really look at the word good and the definitions that they have behind it, is a very vague definition. So again, I'm going to ask the question. What makes a man or a woman good? And is this something that you really want? Okay? So, because here's the deal. Going back to my college days, right? Because she just like, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I can do this, and I can do that, and I can do the other. And I'm just like, okay, that's what the fuck you supposed to do. Right? So, what that make you good at? Okay, because the thing about it though is this. Rule number one, you always gonna have to take care of yourself. Meaning, you're gonna have to learn to cook for yourself and clean for yourself. Because like I said, you really don't know who the fuck you gonna run into. So that don't make you no good person. That's shit that you supposed to do. Okay? Being educated don't make you good neither. It just means that your ass is educated. But then again, this is the crazy uncle talking to y'all. Right? So you educated, okay, good for you. You educated off of somebody else's bullshit. So again, what they make you good at? And they don't like it. And then I keep hearing them like, well, motherfucker got to be a certain height, got to have X amount of dollars. And I already told y'all, I already showed y'all the fine print on money yesterday. So we're going to throw that out. So now the thing about it, so now you got to be like, okay, so what the fuck is left? Nothing. But this is what the fuck you want, though. My wife in there is an intelligent woman. That's what the fuck you should be looking for. Stop looking for the good motherfucker because he or she ain't around. Go look for the intelligent one. So now you got it. So now we can have a conversation. Now you can say, okay, well, what makes a person intelligent? The ability to learn how to do things. The ability to wash for yourself, cook for yourself, do that real good research, right? Stop taking every motherfucking thing for face value. Because I'm telling you, just because you see it, don't mean it's the real deal. But I already know a lot of y'all will go there, well, I'm going to go get me a good man. Or I'm going to go get me a good woman. And guess what? You raggedy bastards are going to still be single. Because I already know I already know where this is going. You're going to be like, well, being good and being intelligent, that's all in the same ball of wax. No, the fuck it ain't neither. I mean, for the most part, to be good is almost, it's like being like, okay, well, what makes a person high value? And then I gave y'all the definitions of that. See, again, everybody else, they look at it and then they run with it. It's almost like I done gave you a bag of explosives. Or somebody that gave you a bag of explosives. You don't know what the fuck is in the bag. Motherfucker come to you, take this and run with it. And you with your dumb ass, guess what the fuck you finna do? You finna run with it. You may argue with the motherfucker for a few minutes. And while you arguing, guess what the hell he done did to the bag? He done punctured a hole in it. Let the gunpowder fall out. Then you run off, right? And right when you run off, this motherfucker done lit the gunpowder. So now you running. You don't know why the fuck you running. You just running. And then when you stop and think about it for a minute, hey, what the fuck am I running for? So you get the bag, you hold it up, and everything that blew up in your face. So I don't know. Maybe that's what the fuck need to happen to y'all. Right? Let that shit blow up in your face. And then you can actually really be like, okay, now I know what the fuck I want to look for. I don't want no good person. I want an intelligent person. Somebody that's going to teach me something. Somebody's going to teach me a thing or two. And vice versa. And the thing, but the thing about it though, but see, that's just scratching the surface. Okay? I can tell you, remember a few shows back, I told y'all, I said, hey, look, from 1970, well, let's just say this. The first time I said from 1973 going backwards in time. You was born, let's say within a 20-year period, from a 23-year period, from 1950 to 1973, right? You was born in that time frame, that you good. You ain't had to worry about a whole lot of shit, right? And so from, let's just say from 1983, roughly 1984, until present day, right? Well, if you born today, then of course your ass ain't gonna count. So let's just say from 84 to 94, maybe 95, right? You born in that time frame, 9 times out of 10, you are fucked beyond belief. Because you're too busy, you were too busy playing the goddamn video games instead of carrying your ass outside, climbing the tree, riding the bicycle, falling off the bicycle, right? Get your knees scarred up a little bit. No, y'all didn't do that. Y'all too busy playing goddamn video games, right? And just know somewhere down the line, again, this is where the powers that be come in at. Somebody down the line saying, hey, guess what? You gonna grow up. You ain't gonna like no man. And you ain't gonna like no woman. Right? Or you gonna be so doggone picky in who you want for a man or for a woman, then you just gonna sit up and say, well, fuck it. I ain't gonna be with nobody. Or you start sword fighting, or you start bumping the lily pad. Just putting it out there. Right? So basically what needs to happen is this. Because you know that the crazy uncle will always give it to y'all. Like how it's supposed to be, like how it's supposed to be given. Administered or whatever the case may be. Right? Come down off of your goddamn high horse. Or leave the goddamn idiot box alone. Just long enough. and actually like really be like, okay, well, let's actually really sit down and have a sensible conversation. Again, I said this in previous shows, right? You tell me what the fuck your intent is, I tell you what mine is, and if we can meet up, if we come to an agreement, then we gonna take it and we gonna run with it as far as we can run with it, whether it's short term or long term. But then, like I say, everybody, see again, this is where the goddamn video game shit come in at, right? You too busy playing your goddamn Xbox or whatever the fuck, and you done forgot how to talk to a female. Because guess what? If she ain't playing Call of Duty, 9 times of John Madden, you ain't trying to hear it. So again, stop hollering about you want a good person. Go get you an intelligent motherfucker, right? Because you can act like really be like, okay, because you can actually really say, well, what makes a person intelligent? You can say that all goddamn day long. You can't say what makes a person good, because when you really go look, when you really look at it, it is not a hard, concrete definition. But get again, like I said, this is what the fuck most people want. They want that so-called good man or that so-called good woman. And then you wonder why you get fucked over later on down the line. No, you wanted a good person. Now, I know a lot of people going to say, well, if they're intelligent, then they may try to fuck me over. Well, then that's your own insecurity, right? Or what the fuck that you might have did previous. Either what you did or what you didn't do previous. But anybody that's in their right mind, right? They ain't gonna fuck over you. Again, if they in their right mind, they ain't gonna fuck up. They ain't gonna fuck over you, right? But the thing about though is this, people. It's in point this. The intelligent level is low, but it's high enough. And if you can work that mouthpiece good enough, then yeah, she'll slide right out of them damn drawers, right? Not really knowing what the fuck is gonna happen next. And then 9 months later, depending on if the motherfucker pull out, and he didn't hit that damn target, then there it is. So, but my whole thing is, hey, look, stop hollering about you want a good person, right? Go get you an intelligent person. And I'm just trying to tell you now, what once you do that, then watch how shit change for you. Right? Hell, you act might like the female. Or you may act like really like the guy. Right? Because just know the rest of it will come later. You know, this all I'm saying is this. We all got to find our way. Or y'all got to find y'all way. Especially you young motherfuckers out there. Because I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't know what the fuck. Listen, I already know what the fuck y'all been doing. Right? Again, too busy looking at that idiot box. Right? Too busy watching Pornhub. right? And so he come to women. Oh, I want me a big dick motherfucker. So, you know, I was like, okay. So all what he can do for you is just fuck you real good, right? He can't do shit else for you. But that's good. That's what a lot of y'all would consider a good man. Dick long, money long, right? But I done told y'all about how that money shit go. And then, like I said, you know, the whole family structure has changed. Just like say, Big Mama ain't around no more, right? So a lot of, so a lot of the stuff that I witnessed, that I witnessed growing up, because I had my grandparents, even had my great grandmother. She was around for a pretty good while. Same thing with my wife. If she stopped laughing long enough, decent. So just like I say, a lot of y'all out there probably don't even know what your grandma looked like. Hell, you probably can't even spell grandma or papa. So that's my spiel. So with that being said, hey, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door, cross street around the corner. Father's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. The next time.